What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Alright, so assuming that they let me pick the team this time, this should be the official kickoff for this next Splatfest. Again, though, guys, keep in mind, because y'all are probably going to be a little bit confused. So keep in mind, guys, I pre-record all my videos like several months in advance before I actually upload them, at least for my viewers on YouTube. For my viewers on Rumble, it could be a fucking years before I get around to uploading this shit, so who the hell knows. But, yeah, either way, for those of y'all watching on YouTube, again, keep in mind, like, the way I run my YouTube channel anyway, again, it's a little bit different for Rumble. Again, I have no idea when the hell I'm going to get around to uploading this on Rumble, but again, keep in mind, I pre-record all my videos several months in advance before I actually upload them to my channel, so that's why I'm always so far behind with these Splatfests. But I always at least like to record footage of the Splatfests, even if I upload them a little late. But, yeah. Either way, should be fun. So, again, guys, keep in mind, with the way that my recording schedule works now with my work schedule and shit like that, because for those of you who don't know, I just recently got a new job about like a month and a half ago now, I want to say. Some shit like that. Basically, I went from working at the restaurant. I basically left that job. I still work there occasionally. Like every once in a blue moon, I'll pick up a shift there. But I pretty much am focused on this new job now. That's like my main job now. And basically, I'm like a package handler at a package handling facility. So basically, I put packages onto two delivery trucks and shit like that. It's very physically demanding, but pays a little bit better. So that's good. Plus, benefits, because I'm at that age where, not quite yet, but soon I'm going to be off my dad's insurance. So, kind of got to plan ahead for that. So that's kind of why I wanted to get a job where I'd have some fucking insurance, because you don't want to be without insurance. That fucking sucks cock. So, yeah. But my schedule's just, like, wildly different now. I don't have quite as much time to record videos for you guys, especially videos with commentary. I can really only get like one major recording session done per week. I mean, I can do two. It's just when I have to do that shit, because basically I have off of work on Tuesdays. So Tuesdays, I'm able to get a lot of shit done for you guys on Tuesdays because that's my day off. But any of the other days, it's a little bit difficult sometimes to record content right when I get back from work because I'm very sore when I get back from work. Again, like I said, I'm moving packages all day. Some of the packages are fucking heavy. Like, some of the packages that I have to deal with are upwards of, like, 80 pounds, So, heavy shit. So I'm pretty fucking tired usually when I come back from work. But every once in a while I'll do some recording sessions when I get back from work. Shit like that. My goal is to try to get at least like 2 recording sessions done per week. Like on Tuesday, that's when I want to work on one of my playthrough projects. I'll probably switch between the two. Like one week I'll work on Dark Cloud, and then the other week I'll work on Judgment, which right now Dark Cloud on my PlayStation 2 and Judgment on my PlayStation 5 are the 2 playthrough projects I'm working on right now. So, like, one week I'll do, Dark Cloud on Tuesday, get a recording session of that knocked out, and then the next week after that I'll do, Judgment. Although, again, the times are pretty irrelevant for you guys because I pre-record all my videos, again, several months in advance before I upload them. So to you guys, it probably won't even seem like an entire week between the time that I upload the videos of me doing Dark Cloud and Judgment, both of which have been awesome games so far. I mean, obviously I've played Dark Cloud before. I'm kind of I guess you'd call it remastering that playthrough, because I actually did a playthrough of Dark Cloud way back in the day on my channel, but that was before I was recording with high quality recording equipment, and that is one game that is very near and dear to my heart because it's a game I've been playing for a while, and I wanted to do that game proper justice, which is why now I'm doing a second playthrough of that game, but this time with, much better quality. So, yeah. Shit, I kind of went off on a tangent there. I forgot what my initial point was, but yeah, either way. So my recording schedule is just a lot different. So yeah, Tuesdays. But anyway, my main plan is for Tuesdays to work on my playthrough projects, and then I want to get like one other recording session done at least per week, so that way I can, don't have to worry about running out of content. I've already kind of prepared for that by like producing a bunch of extra content in advance before I started that new job. So hopefully that'll help me hold out a little bit. I don't want to have to totally worry about like completely running out of content, and there's no worries there. I mean, worst comes to worst, I have a bunch of extra content that I'm sitting on right now, just stuff that I've done in my own time without commentary, because again, keep in mind, I only do videos with commentary when my dad is at work, and my dad specifically works in the morning, a little bit later than when I work. So again, like I said, with this new work schedule, I have a little less time to record videos for you guys. And again, it's sometimes really hard to do recording sessions after I get back from work, depending on how busy it was at the package handling facility. So, it just kind of is what it is. But yeah, so these Splatfests, they always take place on weekends, right? The problem is that I'm not really able to do commentary on these, Splatfest videos for you guys because my dad is home on the weekends. And again, I don't do videos with commentary when my dad is home because I don't want there to be extra background noise in the, background of my videos and shit. So I don't really ever do commentary on videos when my dad is home because he has a very annoying fucking habit of talking to himself even when I'm here. Which, I mean, granted, I talk to myself, but I don't do it when, like, other people are in the house, and I don't do it loudly. I might, like, mutter something to myself, but I just find that shit incredibly fucking annoying, which is really why I'm hoping in the next few years I can save up enough money to move the fuck out of my dad's house. Don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful for everything my dad has done for me. Hands fucking down. I mean, he's done so much for me. Very grateful for that, but sometimes he just annoys the shit out of me. Sometimes his existence just fucking annoys me. I'm one of those people, I like my peace and quiet, That's all I've ever wanted out of life. That's all I've ever asked for, is some goddamn peace and quiet. But yeah, so, anyway, unfortunately, with these Splatfests and Splatoon 3, I probably throughout the entire run of Splatoon 3, as long as they're doing Splatfests in this game, I unfortunately will not be able to do commentary on probably like any of these videos, if I'm being totally honest. It just kind of sucks, but I at least want to do some commentary on the first video, which is why I'm taking some time out. I actually got back from work a couple hours ago. But I at least wanted to do this extra little intro to this Splatfest to pick my team and explain what team I'm picking and why I'm picking that particular team. I at least want to do commentary on that, so that way you guys know what team I'm going to pick for this Splatfest and why I'm picking that particular team. So, yeah, I always like to at least do that. That's kind of how I've done, these Splatfests so far. There's only been like one other one that I've done so far. I think in Splatoon 3, 1 or 2 Splatfests maybe. But I do this little intro video first. I record this throughout the week before the Splatfest, and then I edit this video, this part where I'm picking my team and explaining why. I edit this video onto the first turf war that I do in that Splatfest. And again, guys, keep in mind I'm really fucking bad at video editing, so the transition is probably going to be very choppy because, again, like I said, video editing is not my specialty. I'm actually, surprisingly, I'm not a very tech-savvy person. I know that might be surprising to some of you guys considering I'm a gamer and shit. Like, I know basic shit, but much beyond, like, basic shit, like, I don't know shit. Like, the most impressive thing that I've ever done with any one of my systems was I took apart my PlayStation 5 and I installed an M.2 SSD. But other than that, and that was a very simple thing. I just popped off the cover on the PlayStation 5, popped that thing in there, put the cover back on. It's pretty fucking simple. Like, that's probably, like, the most technologically advanced thing that I've ever done, and it was, again, incredibly fucking simple. I mean, getting the cover off kind of was initially a pain in the ass, but other than that, like, that's literally the most impressive thing I've ever done technologically in my entire life. So, yeah, again, I'm not really a tech guy. It's not my specialty. But that's why I love this recording device so much. You know, these recording devices, courtesy of the company known as Cloner Alliance, they make very easy to use recording devices that have helped me propel this YouTube channel up to the next level, you know. And my channel has grown exponentially ever since I started recording. You know, well, I should say exponentially relative to how I've done in the past. I'll put it like that, because, I mean, this YouTube channel at the time I'm recording this still has way less than 500 subscribers, so, you know. Again, take that with a fucking grain of salt. Not to mention I've been, you know, YouTubing for over a decade, and I still have less than 500 subscribers. Yep, that's me, Multi-Step, the most successful YouTuber of all time. But it's all about how you measure success. You know, I don't measure success like that. I measure success in, am I having fun playing the games? I do this purely just because I enjoy the process of making videos for you guys and playing games. That's all there is to it. I don't really give a shit about subscriber counts or shit like that. I mean, I think it's cool, you know, and I'm very grateful for anyone out there who's willing to support me. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, I don't obsess over, you know, fucking subscriber counts or shit like that. At the end of the day, I'm just a guy who's here to make some videos for y'all, have some fucking fun, play some fucking games, and that's all there is to it. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm here for this little intro to this Splatfest to explain what team I'm going to be picking and why I'm going to be picking that team. So let's get into it. Okay. Yeah, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Because at the time I'm recording this, that's releasing soon. Haha. Alright, I don't really need to do the current things, because it doesn't really matter, because we're just here to pick my team. So, yeah. Yeah, it is certainly an interesting dynamic having the having there be 3-way Splatfests. Wonder if they're ever going to do 4-way Splatfests. I highly doubt it, but you never know. All right. So which team will I be picking? I'm going to be honest. So as you guys may or may not know, I am a huge fan of the Pokemon series. I absolutely love Pokemon. Definitely hands down, one of my favorite game series of all time. I mean, no fucking question. The very first Pokemon game that I ever played was Pokemon Pearl on the DS. I think like the second one I ever played was actually Pokemon Sapphire. It was either Platinum or Sapphire, I can't remember. But yeah, I loved playing the games on the DS back in the day. Some of my happiest memories, honestly, have been playing Pokemon games. They've helped me through some really hard times in my life, and I just absolutely love the Pokemon series. Played a lot of the games on the 3DS too. Most recently on this channel, actually, for the first time on this channel, I had the opportunity to do an actual playthrough of a Pokemon game because, with Pokemon Sword and Shield, that was the first time that a main series generation was released on a home console system. And unfortunately, I don't really have a way to record games on the DS or 3DS, unfortunately. I also did recently gain access to a system called the Hyperkin Retron 5, which has the ability to play Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games actually on a TV. It uses an HDMI out output, so I may or may not be doing some more Pokemon games in the future of this channel. Definitely not foreshadowing or anything, but yeah, I absolutely adore the Pokemon series. Again, it has helped me through some really hard times in my life, and some days when I just found it really hard to find a reason to get out of bed in the morning, I thought to myself, okay, here's why I'm going to get out of bed this morning. I'm going to get to the next fucking gym in this Pokemon game, and I'm going to kick the shit out of the gym leader. Some days of my life, that was my reason for waking up in the morning, and I am grateful to that series for, again, helping me through some really, really tough times in my life. Through struggling with depression throughout the years, I have found that the best way to mitigate that, it's something that it's very difficult to say that you're ever cured from that, but, some days are better than others, but I found what really helps is giving your life purpose, waking up for a reason, having a point to being alive. And for me, that has become, over the past decade or so, that has become this YouTube channel and now my Rumble channel as well. And I am very, very grateful for that. This whole thing gives my life purpose. And again, I might be the world's most unsuccessful YouTuber, but again, that's not why I do what I do. But I am very grateful, that I have the opportunity to do this for you guys, because it helps give my life meaning and purpose, and it helps to, it has really helped me and has continued to help me, through my battles with depression and shit like that, by giving me a reason, giving me a reason to get out of bed in the morning, and that is a very powerful thing. And I can't overstate that enough. But especially in like my earlier years, even back before I started YouTubing, playing those Pokemon games really helped me to have a reason, to have a motivation to keep going. And that's very important, and something that I'll always be grateful for. Much like this YouTube channel, and again, now my Rumble channel as well. Very, very grateful for that. And again, thank you to anyone out there who's willing to support some stupid fucking kid like me, playing video games and shit. Really means a lot. Really does. All right, kind of went off on a tangent there, but anyway, now for the reason why we're here. So I can honestly say throughout my years of playing Pokemon, it really just depends on what Pokemon I like the best. Like, I have done grass-type starters. Like, I remembered when I played Pokemon White 2, I went with, I'm blanking on the name of the grass starter from Gen 5. Snivy, that's it. I remember when I played, when I played Pokemon White 2, I went with Snivy. When I played Pokemon Pearl, I went with Piplup. When I played Platinum, though, I went with Chimchar. Trying to remember what else. When I played Soul Silver, I went with Cyndaquil. I remember that. When I played Pokemon Moon, I'm pretty sure I went with Poplio, I want to say. I think. Something like that. And most recently, when I played Pokemon Sword, I went with... wow, shit, that's funny. I'm completely blanking on the name of the water starter. It's been a couple years, actually, now that I think about it, since I completed that playthrough. But yeah, I chose the water starter. So I've gone with a pretty wide variety. I would say maybe I've gone with a little bit less of the grass-type Pokemon, but I still will go with grass-type Pokemon if I like them and shit like that. So for me, it's not necessarily about which element, it's more about which Pokemon. But this specifically is about which element. And I feel like the best way to approach which team to pick is to go with which element I identify with the most. And I would say out of grass, fire, and water, the element that I identify the most with is fire. I would say definitely fire is the element that I identify with the most. So I'm going to go with Team Fire. But again, like I said, if we're talking about just like which starter type I prefer, again, it doesn't really matter to me which element it is. It matters more to me which Pokemon's design I like the best, I guess. Something like that. If that makes sense. So, yeah, I'm going to go with fire. We're going to get all fired up for this Splatfest. I'm so funny. All right, anyway, all the lame jokes aside, that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to be fighting on Team Fire for this Splatfest. Again, I've used grass starters, I've used water starters, I've used fire starters. For me, it doesn't necessarily always matter about which type. It matters more about which Pokemon I like the best. So, yeah. But either way, I'm going to be going with Team Fire for this Splatfest, and it's going to be fucking sweet. So, looking forward to it. But either way, I just wanted to explain again. I just wanted to do this video to explain what team I'm picking and why I'm picking that team. I kind of went on a little bit of a long-winded rant there. Not rant, but, whatever. I tend to be a little bit long-winded sometimes, so, yeah. I don't know. I just like to talk about shit sometimes. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be going with. I'm going to be going with Team Fire for this Splatfest. So, again, like I said, I'm going to be splicing this video onto the actual first Turf War that I do in the Splatfest. So the Turf War will be coming up very shortly here in this video. So stay tuned for the second part of this video coming up in just a few seconds. So please excuse the shitty video editing in 3, 2, 1.